I'm getting a none. Dad got some nice caps for me, man.
You boys ready to rob that BSC train tonight full of scally caps if they're worth keeping? Enough cards, boys. Let's make some real money. To the train! Robbery time!
I don't want them. They all look the same.
We should have robbed another scally cap train.
Let's go! Let's get a posse!
You think you can take us, lawman?
Come and get us, if you dare.
The GRT boys are waiting.
Well, good evening, everybody. Of course, that was our masterful Dubs that comes up with those intros. The guy is a genius. I am Reviews the Moose. I am currently wearing the Hound with our nice gentleman's Roundtable pin, which you can get at Church Show. And
I got on the Boston Scally UFC collab, the Black 6-panel UFC collab. It's one of my favorite collabs that they ever did.
Nice.
I'm Brandon. You can find me at Dubs Hat Hub on YouTube. I'm wearing the brown herringbone Baker Boy, and I'm also the deadliest pistol on the GRT.
I'm Chad from First 508th Airborne. I'm wearing the Zia Airborne cap with the 508th Airborne unit pin.
That's nice, man.
that's a sick cap.
Awesome.
You did a great job with that.
I love
You
it,
did a
dude.
great job on that.
I love it, man. I've been wearing it a lot since I got it.
Yeah, that pin.
Well, it's
Pin
good seeing
sets
you
it
gentlemen
off.
again. And this show here today, we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly of Boston Scally. And we're going to definitely be we're going to be fun. We're going to be honest. We're going to be respectful. You know, it's not going to be a beat a dead horse till it's, because everybody knows that the issues they may have. But the first thing we're going to start off is the good. And, personally, the good, I guess I'll start off. To me, the good part of Boston Scally is their marketing. I'm pretty sure 90% of the people that are watching tonight, their marketing lured them in on Facebook marketing.
Yeah.
And then, you don't know if it's real
It's
or not.
on Instagram.
Yeah. So it's, their
Facebook
marketing
here.
is genius. They lure you in and, they that's just an amazing job they do with that. But so that's one of the goods I have. I'll go ahead and let Ant go next.
The caps, man, themselves. I mean, they've had so many great caps. I have one here that I know you guys were like, where'd you get that? That blue ice keeper.
Yeah.
That's the one I've wanted forever.
Yeah.
The blue ice color. I mean, this is one of the older ones that I wish they would go back to simplicity like this. Just
You're
a
right.
certain color top with a certain color brim. No real crazy. I mean, you have the keeper logo inside. No real crazy collab or theme to it. Just a nice looking cap. And that's why I wish they would go back to that simplicity.
Why haven't they brought the keeper caps back?
Yeah.
That's what I can't figure out, because they're nice looking caps. I don't know why they haven't brought those back. They brought back both the captain and the sailor.
Exactly. And Ant, every time you show us that cap, it's like kicking us in the balls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, so sometimes things are limited edition with them, and then other times you think it's limited edition, and everybody goes nuts over getting it. They might pay a premium on eBay, and then they re-release it. So you don't know what they're going to re-release, what they're not going to re-release. This one will not be, and so this is one of those grails. Big ups to Lucho Saez if he's watching. Salty old bastard caps. I don't know where he gets these things, but I got it from him. He hooked me up. So again, I'll just go with their caps. They got some great caps.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that. We all came in on that train.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dub, what we got, bud?
Yeah, for me, man, I'm kind of like Ann. I'm taking it all the way back, to my first experience. I was on Facebook, and Boston Scally was hitting me with those ads, man, like they were the white van offering candy, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in the white van, and I did, and I've taken a road trip for the last 2.5 years, man, picking up all kinds of Scally caps, and my first one was this Halloween rose here, man.
That's a great
And
one.
I went to the
You see a
website,
dub on a milk
dude.
carton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They didn't have it on the website, man. It was sold out, so I had to wait a whole year to grab this bad boy. But that was my first experience with Boston Scally, and it's a good memory to have, man, because I've met a lot of people, did a lot of cool things since then. So that's
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
that's
good.
great you said that because we probably wouldn't
Yeah,
be sitting here right now if it wasn't for
most
Boston Scally.
definitely, most
You know?
definitely, man. Yeah, Chad, what you got, man?
First 508th Airborne, Chad from YouTube. The caps is I love a lot of their caps. I've gotten a lot of great caps from them. I love some of their basic caps, like the Bruiser. It's always been a favorite of mine. The Pub. Uh, Also love the Blood Rose, which is one I like quite a bit. They've got some very nice caps. Again, as- like all of us, that they've been kind of a starting point for me, and they kind of helped
Yeah,
me get into some of the other caps that I'm really into now from some of the other hatters.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, when I first started collecting them over 2 years ago, my first cap, I believe, was the Ace, and it's like
Which is this cap, but not UFC. It's
right,
got the
right.
Aces, so.
yeah.
So
You can make a
and it's
black
almost
cap
like
anything, man.
Yeah.
it's almost like after
Yeah,
you purchase the first one, it like puts this like something in your blood to where you're like, well, shit, I'm gonna
yeah,
go buy some more. And then next thing you know, 2 months later, you got 60 caps,
yeah.
and your 401k is taking a hit. You just
Dude,
Well, they're
Boston
smart. They do
Scally,
this. Oops, sorry. You can go, man.
Boston Scally's the gateway drug for many of us, man. So I
yeah.
mean, yeah,
That's what I was going to say. They make stuff exclusive. It's only going to be available a limited time, kind of like Dixon does,
yeah.
and then it spurs people to buy it because it's not always going to be there for them.
Unless they
Ex-
re-release it, like I
except,
said earlier.
except it is going to come back usually.
Yes, yes.
Might, yeah, it might not.
Yeah, might not.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're I mean, like I said, the good, I mean, like this hound cap. This was my first flat panel cap I bought. And I was so reluctant to even buy a flat panel cap because I didn't know how it looked. Now the flat panel caps are my favorite caps. It's
Oh yeah, they're my
all I
favorite
really
flat
get.
panels.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even
I
know
bu-
what houndstooth was until that cap came out.
Me either, man. I said that in my first video. I was like, I've never even heard of houndstooth or herringbone, really. So
Yeah, I didn't know those
Yeah.
words. Yeah.
yeah, me either. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Anything else to add, buddy, on the next one?
We go into the bad now.
We can, or we can, if you have any more
We
good to
can-
add.
Yeah, I had some more goods if y'all did,
Oh,
man.
Go ahead, Doug.
Yeah. I mean, other than the Halloween rose, dude, I had the black rose. It was a Christmas present for my mom, dude.
That's
And
a
it's,
great cap.
very, very sentimental to me, man. And my wife probably had a little bit to do with it. One of the best Christmas presents I got, dude. And like you said, Ant, on my third cap, I was going to show. I was thinking about the salt box or the shillelagh. But then I thought, you know what, man? I picked up this new keeper, dude, and it's
There
just
you
so
go.
simple.
Yep.
Just a simple color, nothing fancy, no color pops, anything like that. And I think Boston Scally kind of, I don't know, man. I think they need to get back to this, focus on
Yeah.
caps like this, just the
Yep.
things we can wear every day, blue collar type of feel. So
I feel that Rad Caps has come in and filled that void because I think
Yeah,
Todd and
well,
Rad Caps they're doing that. He's
Well,
doing
if you-
flat caps with these
yeah,
different colors and stuff back to simplicity, and I gave him props for that. Because we were losing it with Boston Scally
yeah.
and the
Well-
Lebowski cap. Like Lebowski.
Well, I wish
mine-
they quit.
Wild,
I
man.
wish they quit doing these patchwork flat caps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many different patchworks.
Well, and their patchworks don't fit the same as some of their other caps. They tend to be kind of bigger and boxier. They don't
Yeah.
have that same sleek fit that like the Bruiser has, and, and that I like. You know.
It's like
Well, I think
cookie
Chad
cutter,
said
man.
they press a button.
Yeah.
They press
Yeah.
a button and the different patterns come out and
Yeah.
then you click it
Yeah.
and they make it.
Yeah, cookie cutter, man. Throw
The same with
throw some in a different position. Do something organic looking. I
Well, they
guess.
did that
Yeah.
with the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow was
Yeah,
only
Well, yeah,
before.
they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was unique.
All right.
Yeah,
Before we go to the next segment, we're going to take some questions from the audience. Everybody watching, what are some good things that you like about Boston Scallies? Go ahead and put those in the comments there, and I'll go ahead and read some questions. We'll answer those. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what anybody has any questions yet here. Yeah, Rose line. Yeah, the Rose line's a good line, Mike. Yeah, that's definitely a good line. Is that
Blood
Stinkor?
Rose was my favorite.
Hold on a second. Michael Zander, is that Stinkor? Is your image on from He-Man? You gotta answer that question, sir. I think that's Stinkor.
Well, those rows, they're 8 panels, and then
Yeah.
I feel like that's all they're doing. They just put out those 8 panels, and they all fit exactly the same. So
Yeah.
I find myself looking for different cuts, and it's like, how many different ones of the same hat can I own in a different color?
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'm kind of lost with them. I haven't bought one since the Christmas Story, and I had to get that one because I love that movie.
You know what I always thought would be a great
Yeah.
idea for them is if they took the rose caps and they made a line of flat caps out of all the same
Yeah.
colors. You know, they
Yeah,
do like
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
All right,
I
I got
kind
a
of did
question.
the reverse with the white Irish. They made an 8
Yeah.
panel out of it recently. Remember the white and the green
yeah,
Irish?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to do that with the rose caps and make those make a flat cap version of them.
Yeah,
I'd love like a flat cap with the blood rose or the violet rose would be so cool.
yeah.
So
Somebody
Michael did
asking for-
confirm that was Stinkor. I'm a huge He-Man fan. Here's our first question.
Moose is
From
on a
Brady
different
Goat.
show right now.
Yeah. So, is the salt box going to come back? Do you think it's going to come back? I think it will. I think they'll end up making a newer version
Dude,
as well.
It was
It'll
so
kinda be like-
popular, man. If they
Well-
don't do
Well,
that, they're crazy.
When we get to the badge, you're going to find out why the salt box and the keeper are like just a sour note for me.
Yeah, the salt box, they had a bunch of wild hats, and then people were getting frustrated. They dropped the salt box and they went back
Yeah.
to their roots with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think it'd be dumb if they don't. I think what they'll do is they'll treat it like the dad. They'll have the dad 1 and the dad 2. I think it'll be like that with the salt box. They'll end up re-releasing it. Let's see here. Yeah, and like here's a good for Sky Dog, one of our past guests. It's
What's up,
always
brother?
available in my size for 2X.
What's up,
Yep.
Sky Dog?
Hope everything's well there. I know you're on vacation there, Sky Dog. We're living our lives vicariously.
He's always on
through you.
vacation.
Thanks for spending it with us.
Where's he cruising to now? What Caribbean island is it?
He's a globe trekker, man. Yeah. Living the life.
Yeah, here you go. Somebody said they hinted it to be dropping back the salt box. Yeah, I figured they would.
I hope so, man. For those who didn't get to grab one last time.
Yeah, let's see here. Hope it comes.
I
back.
ordered one, but they canceled it.
Yeah, I remember you telling that. Yeah.
So
Tell us that story later, Chad. On
Well, that's another thing. People complain that when it's in their cart, it should stay in their cart.
Yeah.
Nobody else
it's
should be able
worse.
to buy it. if
It
it's
was
in your
worse than
cart.
that. I
Yeah.
had bought it. I had already bought it.
Oh,
All right,
really?
my-
Oh, they just
Yeah.
The
canceled
next
it
question for the
afterwards.
chat is for us. This is before we go to the bad segment. Is what's the best design they ever released?
Oh man.
I know, man.
Best design they ever released? I'll go
Yeah.
first. I like the Irish Mickey Ward, man. That's the 6 panel with the wheat. The wheat
Yeah, I
color.
like that. That's one of my favorite 6 panels.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree with that.
The wheat color in the front and to the green in the back. And I love embroidery.
Yeah,
so
that Kelly
a lot of
green.
people don't. But those boxing gloves with his initials in the back and then the inner liner. I love that cap. That was
I love wearing that one backwards with the boxing gloves in the front.
Yeah, so I love doing things like that.
Yeah.
Dude, for me, I know Chad was talking about the patchworks, man, but I love the shillelagh patchwork. I think they did it a little different, man. I think it's a little bit better look to it. The earthy tones in it, dude. I loved it, man. So
I-
definitely.
Those new colors, like that's like
I criticize the patchworks, but I still own a few of them. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I had the shillelagh and the goon
I think-
and a few others.
I think the shillelagh and the salt box are exceptions, man, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Passau, he said the 5-panel limerick is his favorite. Of course, he's got all the gems and the grails, and so every time
I can't figure out why they don't do more of those 5 panels. I have a couple of those that I like a lot. They just kind of stopped them.
Yeah. John Chapman said the Goon, and then Chris asks, "Are they really from Boston?" Well, they are really from Boston. Boston Scally is really from Boston.
Yeah.
Caps no.
Yeah.
But if you notice, the Caps shipped from Pennsylvania, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I went there, so I stood outside their little warehouse there, which I heard John Leary was actually telling me that I think sometimes on Thursdays they do a little open warehouse thing. And then the office was across the way with the big like Peaky Blinders mural when they dropped that hat. So I was actually there, but it was like a weekend and nobody was there or anything. But also they saw I was there when I tagged them, and they said they're coming out with a storefront. This was a year ago now. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but they said retail is coming. So we'll see.
I would like to check that storefront out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you, Chad? What's your favorite design they've ever released?
My favorite design? It's hard to say because there's different styles of caps I like, and then there's different versions of those caps I like. So, I mean, again, I like the Blood Rose quite a bit if we're just talking 8 panels. If we're talking single panels, probably the Bruiser, even though it's simple. I just really love the cut of that one. That cap fits different than their other single panel caps, in my opinion. I like the Pub a lot too. It's got that 90-degree seam on the side there instead of that one that wraps around, so it gives you a little more square look in the back, which I like a lot too.
Yeah, one of the other good things I don't know what just popped in my head is the collabs.
Yeah.
The licensing for the collabs.
Yeah.
Right. So in the Big Lebowski they just put out. So that's your favorite movie. They're gonna make a hat with the liner and stuff. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else gets the licensing for that. Nobody else got the private equity for things like that.
Right.
So that's one of the really good things about it. Like I just said, the Irish Mickey Ward, right? Who else can make an Irish Mickey Ward again? Who else can make a Conor McGregor cap? Right. So that to me is what kept me really engaged with them for so long. Those collabs with things that I like. And I feel like they may be running out of that a little bit now.
Yeah. Did you pick up the Aerosmith hat, man?
I think we might be hearing something from Scallywags coming up regarding a collab soon.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, I would say my favorite line of cap is like more the baseball feel would probably be the Dubliner, that green Dubliner with
that's a nice one.
I got that. Yeah. That was my first Irish themed Boston Scally I ever got, and I didn't even know my sizing then, so I got it in a small. I still have it, but it doesn't fit. I tried stretching it; it'll fit for a little while, and then it goes back.
What
I really like
is another good reason, man. Boston Scally's got it locked down on the Irish stuff and the Halloween stuff, man. And the community just loves that kind of stuff, man. So
those are typically my favorite caps from them. Are the St. Patrick's Day and the Irish ones, and the Halloween ones.
Ryan just now put on there. Dr. Ryan, he's like, what do you think the next nightmare will be?
Yeah, that's a
good
maybe
question.
Pinhead. Could be Pinhead. Could be Leatherface. Right? Maybe Texas Chainsaw, maybe.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. There's a few
I was
they could
thinking
do.
Pinhead myself, but
Pinhead,
that's
you come out with a Pinhead pin.
Leatherface would be good too.
Yeah, Leatherface.
Yeah. Well, we had our last episode when he brought up the Terrifier.
Yeah. That was Luby, right?
Yeah.
That was Luby, yeah. Or you could do it too,
Yeah. All right. So no more Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beetlejuice. Halloween,
it's
I know.
Showtime.
Yeah. So those who don't know, Michael is the one that has a werewolf and is also releasing the future one. He'll be on our show here shortly with Headstone Apparel. So we appreciate him tuning in. But Halloween, he knows a guy. Yeah, because that's what he's specializing in. They got the Creature of the Black Lagoon, I believe it was the next one. But
oh, really? That sounds cool.
Yeah,
I always like the Gill Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
All right,
werewolf's
so
a nice guy.
now we're going to take a turn and start going to the bad. Let me go ahead and load up some questions here.
Uh-oh.
All right. So here's what I think. I guess I'll start off.
Yeah, you start.
All right. So to me, the bad is I think they're doing too many drops too frequently. And I believe it could
Too many
be
bad drops frequently.
Yeah, right. I mean, I remember when I first started collecting, maybe one every 3 weeks. Now it's like every week. And now we got that cool air dropping this week that has the flat panel and whatever. I just think that, I understand you want to grab as much money as you can, as quick as you can, and then get out of the game. I'm sure that's what their mindset is. But it's to me, it kind of pushed me to go to other companies because it was kind of getting watered down with just, basically repetition of the same thing over and over. We had, you look at the Goon, you look at the Scrooge, you look at those caps are the same caps. Like you were saying, they spin a wheel and stop and they okay, that's the color we're going to go with.
They all start looking the same. Yeah.
But yeah. And there we go. Everybody's coming up here now. Yep. The elimination of buy three, the free shipping code. Ryan 100% agrees.
Yeah.
Agreed. Skydodge, too many drops.
I don't know if you guys remember John M. Miller. He's a cigar shop owner in Tampa, and he was a big Boston Scally guy. When they dropped that free shipping combined with the code for the 3-hat deal, he never came back. Gone. So they lost big customers just on principle with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I did my reviews, I always put that code in my review. BSC, there's B Scally. All caps. You get free.
I remember that.
And then now it's not even there. So it's no matter what they're going to get you for $10 shipping. Yeah. What do you got for the bad there, Dub? Or Ant? Sorry.
All right, so I'm gonna really open up a can of worms here with the bad. So I got this for the bad right here. I don't know if you guys know what that is. The Peaky Blinders collab.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I was super excited when this cap came out, and I still like it. It's Harris Tweed. So it has that Harris Tweed tag there. The only cap they've made that's Harris Tweed. But obviously the big thing with this cap was the seam. So a ton of these caps, the seam is not lining up. As you can see, that seam is completely off. It's glued down, but a lot of caps are glued. People complained about that, but the seam is completely crooked.
Yeah.
So I try to convince myself, well, these newsboy caps, man, you're supposed to wear them tilted anyway, like the Peaky Blinders, And I went and I still like the cap and I'll still wear it. But the more I look at it and the more I try to wear that cap crooked, I was on the Scallywag show once and I wore this cap on the Scallywag show and Sean's like, yo, what the fuck are you wearing? You look like Sergeant Slaughter. So, something about it, it just doesn't, over time, I'm like, I'm just not going to wear this cap. I
have OCD. I have OCD too bad. If I have that seam off, I can't look at it in the mirror. It drives me nuts. It just drives me crazy.
Obviously, a lot of their seams are off, and that's a big thing.
Hey, isn't the glue issue though? Wasn't that a technique back in the day where they did that?
So it's not. I mean, a lot of people actually heated this up, lifted it up, and straightened it. But I wasn't going to go through all that. What I will say though is that they fixed this issue. Anybody who contacted them about a crooked seam, they gave them a free cap and didn't ask for the other one back. And somehow Ed Franco wound up with 3 of these things. So they did. They were really good about that issue. One thing I got to say, and I think they are good about fixing issues in general, unless somebody else has an ugly experience like that. But the seams in general and this cap and what a disaster this cap release was. We'll see what they do with the next one if they do another Peaky Blinders, but. That's my ugly right there. That's my bad. Sorry, that's my bad. I got another ugly. And it's not the donut cap. That's the ugliest shit that they ever made.
Yeah.
Although Moose probably rocks that.
Hey.
Moose can pull it off, man. Moose can pull it off.
Dude, Moose can pull it off, but I don't even see him rocking that. You're not even that.
Yeah.
But if anybody's pulling it off, it's him,
What about you, Dub?
So, for me, man, pretty simple. I got 2 examples right here of my bad. And this is the Hopper. which when you look at it, it's an awesome cap, awesome colors, awesome vibe. I love the artwork and everything. But when you get a cap that sells out and you get it in the mail and you put it on your head and it's a little too big and you lose out on it, that sucks, man. They're going to have to work on these sizing issues, dude, like big time. Because, sure, they'll give me my money back, but then I miss out on the cap, dude. And it's something I really wanted. So that ain't cool, man. I don't know. And the other example is this the Joker cap here, where when they flirted the artwork, somebody, when you were looking at it, you were thinking, dude, I'm going to get this cool freaking cap here. And then they drop it in this, it's a whole different color of blue. And,
well, the only thing cool about that drop was the pin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did kind of like it. I bought it because, I had the other ones, but I was disappointed, man, that they flirted this and then you ended up with that.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's another thing.
man.
That's another bad. They always show a different cap on the logo, and you think you're getting the cap the character on the logo is wearing, and it's something that's completely different.
Most definitely.
Well, even the dust bag for that Joker was the color of the pin.
Yeah.
And on this one, dude, how many people are, really excited to get these caps or buying them for presents, and then they get it, doesn't fit their head, too big or too small, and you either miss out on it or get your money back. And,
right.
I don't know. Just sucks, man. So.
I just saw Tim Placilla, who has every release. He just came on and wrote that he couldn't buy the donut. And I remember when he put up an AI image of himself with the donut on, with that mean mug that he puts on with the donut.
Yeah.
That was classic.
Moose and the Southern Scally Capper both have videos on the donut. Yeah.
Hey,
Moose, do you wear the donut often? Does the donut come out?
I wore it once.
Once.
Yeah, once for the donut day, and that was it. The year later, because if you remember, they gave that donut pin. They sold that donut pin before the cap even dropped, and they never even released the cap that year. So when they released the cap, they came out with another donut. So I have both donut pins that are totally different. You can definitely tell they're not the same make. But yeah,
and then Scally Cap Hooligans came out with the Dominator pen. Remember that?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, wear your Simpson shirt. You wears a donut with a Simpson. You can't beat that. Yeah. All right, Chad. What do we got?
I got a few of them. One is the reason why the Salt Box and the Keeper are such sour notes for me. Those are both caps that I bought. I got confirmation that I bought the cap. It was on a Friday. And then later on, like Tuesday or Wednesday in the week, I get an email telling me that my order is canceled because they made a stocking error. I figure if that's happened to me twice, it's got to be happening to a lot of other people. Either that or I have extremely bad luck for that to happen to me twice. So that's a bad, because those are both caps that I really wanted, both the Salt Box and the Keeper, and I lost out on them both because they made stocking errors.
I never had that happen with a hat, but I had it happen with shirts before, with sweatshirts that I bought from there. It was out of there. And then you get that email like, sorry, we cannot fulfill your, so you're getting partial refund. Okay.
Well, and to not find out until like several days later too, I mean, I don't know. It was just was annoying twice. And then they didn't do anything to make it better. It was just like, oh, well, sorry.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
What else?
You have a different experience.
The other thing is kind of like Ant was saying, is just their quality control is really bad on some of their caps. A lot of their 6-panel, 8-panel, and their Baker Boy caps, the center seams are off on them, which drives me nuts when that happens. I mean, I have a lot of them with perfect seams, but I've gotten some that have seams that are off too. And then there's just how they pack them a lot of times. They'll stuff this cap in like a little 6x6 box, so they fold the back in and it's crammed in there. And by the time you get it out, it's all misshapen and full of creases. And It can't take that much effort to put a little more into packaging. There's a lot of these other companies that do, they stuff the hat better and they put it in a box that protects it. And
Well, like you said, Chad, you said before, Chad, not everybody has access to a steamer. You get that shit. What the fuck?
Dude, it surprised me when I started buying caps from these other companies, man. Like you said,
how nice they are.
Yeah, like Swisher and even Peaky, man. They do a pretty good job. And Boston Scally, like you said, they just stuff them, man.
Oh, Swisher,
even Strzalkowski too. They've got a nice box and they pack them, and so the cat comes in good shape. Boston Scally should be doing the same.
I remember when I got the King of Hearts, and it came in a 6x6x6 box. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! And it was literally folded in there. I was like, and then you get the dust bags like folded in fours. Like, what the hell are we doing?
Seemed like the boxes were getting smaller and smaller.
It's almost worse if you buy like a multi-cap order, where you got 3-4 caps, because then they're all just stuffed into a box all haphazardly, and they're even wrinkled worse than if you just buy a single one,
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's a perfect example right here. This is what a comment was on the thing right here. 4 years ago, there weren't nearly as many issues with seams and sizing, and they focus more on quantity over quality. That is you hit the head on the nail on the head right there.
That's it.
It feels like too some of these collaborations they do aren't very well thought out. They're more money grabs. There are some that are good, but there are some that it's just like, what the F?
Because
like the Jason Voorhees cap of theirs. What the hell did that cap have to do with Jason other than the little picture inside the cap, the colors of the cap? The whole cap. It was a joke. I say that as somebody who owns the cap.
Chad
like Al Bundy. Al Bundy never wore a Scally cap, yet they made an Al Bundy. If he had worn a Scally cap, it would make sense.
Chad is forever going to be pissed about that Voorhees cap.
Man. Oh, yeah, I am, man. That's what I wish I could give back and get my money back.
Yeah.
You said about the Dad 3, the Bundy one.
The Bundy, yeah.
That thing was so cheap. Like it was like the fabric was thin. It just when I opened, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But
no, if it was making look like the colors of his couch or something. I don't even know what the deal was with that.
Yeah, the bad I have, another bad that I have, is the lighting they use when they take the pictures of what the cap looks like.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get it, you're like, this isn't even close. It's either a lot darker. It's 90% times a lot darker. And you're thinking, I remember when I got the one of the Cape Codders. It was supposed to be like a light gray. Well, the picture made it look like it's a light gray. I get it. It's almost black. I'm like, what do we got here? I was like, this is not. But yeah, I mean, they got to recognize that the lighting issue that they have when they take pictures of those caps.
Dude, I got a Cape Codder once that the scene was just like it took an exit off the interstate, and then I flipped it over and it didn't even have the Cape Codder liner in it. It was just your generic kind of. Yeah, I think Skydog had the same issue as well. It was one of the blue ones for me, and it was quality control, man. So I mean, why even send that out?
And also like Mike Aroni, he's the model, right? So like he's a smaller guy, I would say, and every freaking hat looks huge on him. And
he always takes it from the same angle like this, so you don't really get a good look at what the hat looks like.
They need to show different models, different size people, different size, like different looks at it, because that's 100%. Why I started buying. I'll buy caps just from our groups and seeing somebody else the way they're rocking. I'm like, I need that cap.
I have to rely on their head.
A lot of times I don't even know if I like one of their caps until I see the review, somebody else reviewing it online, like one of you guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you guys don't mind, I'll go ahead and give you one more bad. I would say, what do you think? Probably 60-70% of the cap community has a bald head.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say.
Vinyl liners.
That damn sticker.
Caps.
Dude.
And it's like,
I hate it.
Yeah,
I've said in a video, man.
You just feel it's like a suction cup. I'm going to see if you can see it on this. Just watch.
Yeah. I've said in a video, dude,
sticks to your head.
that is a safety measure to keep your hat on a windy day for bald people, dude. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
It's for those who ride a motorcycle to keep it stuck to your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Now the last few drops that I got they got that silk screen lining to where it won't happen. And
Yeah, those are nice.
I just hope that they just go that way with all the caps.
Yeah.
I mean, it really can't be too much of a price difference of being made by going away from that vinyl sticker. I would think that you can make the fabric by the time you pay a 12-year-old to iron on that sticker on the inside. I mean, it's got to. I mean, I just don't see how much more of a cost.
I'd rather just have a plain hat with no picture on the inside. I don't care. I'm never seeing it. You know, I mean,
or no liner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a kid from high school out here. Look at this, Larry. What's going on, buddy? I haven't seen him in 20 years, 30 years. I'll tell 30 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Time for a reunion, dude.
Yeah. All right. Who else? We got any more bad going on?
I think we better get to the uglies so we can get to the guests.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, we kind of did drop the hint there by Ant just now. We actually got the last little bit of our section here. We got a bunch of special guests on here, so we'll give an announcement when that is, so they can start joining the background here. So let's go ahead and get to the ugly.
All right, my ugly. But let me just preface this by saying I love this cap. Okay. The tattoo. All right. So the tattoo, when it came out, everybody's like, what the hell does that houndstooth got to do with the, with these contrasting colors here? The beige, the olive green, just did not match the houndstooth at all. But this thing over time, I've really grown to love this thing. First of all, I do like the inner liners. That's a cool inner liner, the Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
You got the tattoo machine pin that I got from Pin and Spins, but the colors completely don't match. But when I started wearing this thing and looking at how the houndstooth looks in the front, and I just love this cap. I wind up loving this cap, even though it's kind of ugly, but it's ugly in a good way. I don't know how else to say that. When it first came out, I'm like, it looks like some kind of weird, like, freaking ball or something that, like, it's just weird. But I do wind up loving it, and I love the way that houndstooth is, even though Mike from Zia made a better version of it, the houndstone. It's
like better. A bulldog, ugly in a good way.
Yeah, it's ugly in a good way. And I wound up loving the cap, So that's my ugly, a good ugly. Right,
Dude, for me, I got two offenders, man, and I apologize in advance, Moose. But the freaking the trucker cap, man, the mesh cap, dude, what the crap? It's like if, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, like shrunk a trucker hat and put it on your head, like looks like something Tweedledee and Dumb would wear. Yeah,
it just needs a propeller.
I don't even know who you are right now.
But they released that green one, which was kind of cool, man, with the shamrock on the back.
That one's cool.
Yeah, I thought about getting it, but I just couldn't pull the trigger.
The camo one's not bad either.
Yeah, and the other one is the big league caps, man.
Oh yeah, that was one of my uglies. Yes.
Yeah, they have that one that's like grape, which to me, dude, it looks like they missed the opportunity for a Donatello Ninja Turtles collab there, dude. It's like straight up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking, but I just can't do those caps, man. But if you love them, you love them. So that's your thing.
Well, I got the first one. I wear it with my Brooklyn Dodgers jersey. I wear it backwards. Can't wear that thing front ones.
It looks like when I get done with this episode here, guys, I'm gonna have to unfriend some people because there's a lot of people that are saying that the truckers are hideous here.
Yeah,
they are.
And but some of the brighter color ones that they've released recently, I have seen those on females that they do look good on some of the women that wear them. Man.
Yeah, that one girl, Sarah Elizabeth Gerard, I think her name is. She made the Lebowski look really good. Like it suited her. It suited her well.
It's like a whole different thing seeing them on, the women than the men. And they kind of
with the long hair and stuff.
Well, sometimes if the hair sticking out makes the cap look a little different. It looks yeah.
My daughter.
What I hate about those big league shoe hats is the pinstripes on them. They're not part of the fabric. They're like a rubber or painted on something on them. It's not part of the fabric. It's not like a pinstripe fabric.
But Moose has got a good story with his trucker cap, man. Yeah. He wore that sucker through, miles and miles of just weight loss. So that's pretty cool. That's a good story.
I think that's why it's more for me. I'm on my. I'm on my third one that I'm actually using. My first one I actually got stored in the closet back here. I think I'm gonna get that framed.
You should,
Reason is
dude.
because when I first started wearing that hat, I think I was about 380 pounds. And then from all the sweat and all the miles I walked, and then it finally got to be where I couldn't even. I mean, it was like so floppy. And then I started working on the second one, and then now I'm on the third one. But I'll be honest, the Strakowski linen caps for a less price than what a trucker hat is kind of hard for me to purchase another trucker cap. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are so light. There's nothing to them.
Yeah. I went back and watched your first video probably a couple weeks ago, man, and the change is so crazy, dude.
Yeah, I get that quite a bit. Yeah. I had one guy comment like, "Is this the same guy I seen a year ago?" Yeah.
Yeah. And the donut, man. I had it as my third, but we already talked about it, so won't waste time on it. But
they don't even look like donuts. They look like brains on the side of the hat.
Yeah. Definitely belongs only on donut day. So yeah.
What about you, Chad? What's the ugly with you, buddy?
Boy, like that Jason Voorhees hat. I just hate that damn thing, man. I just hate it. I put it on me, and it just sits like a shoebox. I don't know if I got a bad one or what, but of all my caps from that, it's probably the worst fitting one I have. You know, and I have some other patchwork caps of theirs that fit me, but that thing I put it on, and it's just like a shoebox. It has no shape, and it's just.
Chad's last
they do
words
square off in the back. Those caps.
Yeah,
I like it. They tilted, but I could see why somebody wouldn't like it.
You know,
last words on this earth is going to be that dang Jason Voorhees cap, man.
I don't like the last couple of Baker Boy caps that they put out. Either I like the color of like the cherry pie, but the damn material, it's like a different material. It feels like a stiff, like sweat stained sock or something. It just is it's a gross material. I don't like it.
It's like rough, like that burlap sack.
Yes,
it's so thick.
Some of the Baker Boys sit deeper than other ones too. Some of them should.
Yeah, that's the other. I have all the Herring Boy Baker Boy caps, but for some reason the gray one I have fits like a yarmulke. It like fits all like shallow on my head. It's like a yarmulke with a bill or something.
I had what Ant said on my notes, man. One of the bads actually is the flat caps. They sit too shallow, dude. If you get like a peaky hat or something like that and throw that sucker on, feels so good.
Oh yeah.
And the BSC caps, dude, they're just so shallow. So
that's because the peaky hats seem like they angle down a little bit, so they fit deeper on the back of your head.
Totally different cut. Yeah.
Also, the material. Questions from the chat.
The material has changed over time. Like Dubs brought that black rose out. I have the original black rose. The original black rose is nothing like the new roses. I put them both side by side in a review, and you can see the new roses, they're taller and made cheaper. Where it's like the black rose is lower, but it's made with a softer, better material. So they changed it all the time.
You said that,
yeah. Anybody have any uglies in the chat? Any of the ugly part? What company has the best Baker Boy? What company has the best Baker Boy?
There are other companies with Baker Boys. I mean, there are hologram Baker Boys that Shirt Show has.
Hologram does Baker Boys?
Yeah.
There are other ones, yeah. I think, I don't know,
that.
Scallywags has a Baker Boy. Somebody else does, though, as well.
The thing is, like,
I like Scallywags Gatsby caps a lot.
Yeah.
They're Dwyers.
Yeah, so, I mean, the uglies are definitely ugly. I mean, but yeah, we're in about 5 more minutes here. If we can get our guests start rounding into the backdrop here, we can start bringing them on. But the big. I actually liked the first release of the Baker Boys.
Yes,
and I like the herringbone ones.
Me too.
The early gray and black one are really nice.
Yeah, I have the early gray. I like it.
Dude,
it fits much deeper on the head than the other ones.
Yeah.
These independent caps, man. This black one is a whole different fabric than this one. This is like wearing a 10 on your head in the summer, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they re-released one of the independents.
Yeah, independents.
The blue one. Well, they may have released all of them. The original independent I have, I told some people, mine looks way different than yours, man. Because the older ones were made so much better.
I got a question. I did miss this question earlier, but Chris, you know about the steamer, that steamer that I have, the Innapol one. I mean, it's I'm pretty sure I know Tim will back this up. It is literally magic. I mean, you just put it in there. I mean, I know Chad steams his own. I personally couldn't do that. I tried it, and I about threw my damn steamer because I was getting frustrated. So when I can good.
I've got a really good way to do it without steaming. I just use an anti-wrinkle. I just stuff the hat and I use a wrinkle spray on it. It works great.
I tried that as well. But that Innapol steamer, you just put it in there and you're done. And it comes out. And it's just like, oh, yeah. So yeah.
If I had that money to just flush, I would happily get one of those. That thing
like
does a nice job on your hats.
What is it, 120 on that, I think?
Yeah. Because I mean, there's some. I mean, when I got mine, they weren't on sale. So I think it was like 160 or 180 or something like that.
Yeah.
I can get a bottle of anti-wrinkle spray for $6.
I did the same thing, Chad. I got that from you. I stuffed the cap.
Yeah, it works really good as long as the cap's made out of wool or cotton. It does a great job. You just got to stuff the cap.
But then I use my wife's handheld steamer when the hat is stuffed with towels.
Dude, I just
but I don't steam every cap. I only steam.
That's what I was gonna say. I just throw them suckers on with wrinkles and let them work themselves out. So.
Yeah. I hate steaming, but if it is, I'll only steam it for wrinkles killing me.
Yeah.
Some people steam every hat to fit their head and all that, which is fine, but I don't do that.
Me either.
George, I mean, I've heard that as well as people get straight, but those are people that have like a 55, 56 centimeter head because there's actually a ring that the cap sits on. So if your cap is tight going on that, when you get the steam, it is going to definitely stretch it out. So that does happen if you have that small of a cap. But if you're 58 or 62, up to 62, that won't be an issue at all.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also suggested that you steam a hat before you stretch it, so that you don't tear the fibers or something.
Right. Yeah. Well, and it will shrink a wool cap if you want it to. If you only do the first setting where it actually throws the steam on there, and you go throw it in the dryer, it's going to shrink it. But if you keep it on there and through the whole cycle, it's not going to shrink it at all. Yeah.
So it's a shrinker too, in a sense. You're saying.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do with the wool cap that we used to do with our berets when I was a paratrooper is we get the beret wet, the wool beret wet, and then you just stick it and form it onto your head and wear it until it dries. If you can wear it all day and just let the heat from your head dry it, it'll form perfectly to your head. I've done that with Scally caps too. I just mist them wet, get them wet. Especially the band area is what I focus on, and then I just put it on and wear it. And it'll form to your head.
I did a Cape Codder like that, basically. Yeah.
And we got a Rod Craft sighting in the chat. How you doing, Rod?
What's up, Rod?
What's going on?
I'm strong.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So, Ant, you got the schedule. Who are we bringing on first?
Bring him on. You don't know who?
Well, I don't see him in the waiting room.
You don't see him there?
I don't see him as of yet.
Oh, bring on whoever's in the waiting room then, I guess.
All right, let me go back on the schedule here. Give me 1 second. I got to see who we got here in the next in line. Let's see here. We're going to go. Well, Eric was first, but he's not in the chat. Eric, there you go. He's popping in now.
All right.
So our first guest, we're going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. And he's got a little pay it forward message as well. So we're going to go ahead and welcome Eric Bowman to the stage.
All right.
Here. Eric, how you doing, sir?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good.
Welcome,
Eric.
Drum roll. So, Eric, go ahead and introduce yourself. And I know we want to hear about your story as well a little bit. So, and then we're going to have you do your whole cap thingamajigger there, okay?
All right. Well, my name's Eric Bowman. I've been in the cap biz for about close to 5 years now. I think I started in 2021, 2020, right about there. Wearing caps here and there, and then discovered Boston Scally and, of course, all the others. And just kind of went nuts. I probably have about 1,100 caps now.
Holy shit.
Where do you store them all?
He's got the largest collection of
all
anybody.
over the house.
Man.
When he gets that funky brims box, he's pulling
Yeah.
out about 30 hats, bro, on his unboxing. You gotta watch his unboxing.
Yeah,
It's
not
like the
many
box
BSCs
never ends.
anymore. But
So
yeah,
Eric, also you started talk about the page you started up and also the that pay it forward program.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I've been in a lot of the Scally Cap groups for a while, and you always see a lot of drama at some of those places, and it gets really annoying with drama and people fighting, and then the politics hops in there. So I just created another group called Caps, Shirts, and Other Stuff You Love, because people get mad when you put selfies in the other groups, and it's like it's a picture. You don't like it, scroll past it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. So I created the group, and when I first started, I got Steve Peck in there, and Dwayne McClinton, and Chris Lupp. We were the original 4 that started it, and just grew from there. We got about 1,700 members now, and still growing.
Awesome.
And I had an idea. I started the idea about a year ago, doing this thing called like a pay it forward, because so often people are doing like insert us for hats or insert us for a shirt or whatever. And a lot of times we have stuff we're not using that someone else could really enjoy. So I thought, get everybody involved with it and say, tell me what size hats you wear, what size shirt you wear, what size hats and shirts you have to give. Or if you wanted to make something or buy something or whatever you wanted to do, I went through and I would assign them to someone and then assign someone else to them and just sending gifts to each other. And I thought I'd get like 15 or 20 people, and I ended up, I think, with 76 joined in on it. And it was a lot bigger of an undertaking than I thought, because it was just me doing it all together with my pen and paper in my head.
At that point, you need an assistant, man.
Yeah. I'm going to do it again, and I've already got people that have jumped in and said to help me out with it and do some Google Forms and stuff like that. And
That's cool.
we're going to do it again. It's been,
Yeah,
been a lot of fun seeing it.
Yeah.
That was cool to watch. It was cool to watch people
Yeah.
getting excited opening those things. And
Absolutely.
how does it work with that with the sizing? So you the person you
Yeah,
get
that's
to
what-
pay it forward to, it's got to be the same size cap as you.
Yeah.
Or
Sort of, yeah. So basically, I went through and I made a list. Like I would say, okay, so I'd say, Ant, you can give a large hat or a medium hat, and you can do like a extra large shirt. And then I would find somebody else who needs a large hat or an extra large shirt. Then I would pair you up. But then if you actually needed to wear a small hat because you just had extra hats, I would find someone giving a small hat and then pair them up with you.
so you're the maestro behind it. I get it now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a lot of work, bro.
it was
For real.
a lot more than I anticipated.
yeah.
Eric, if you don't mind giving a shout out to that group again. So I've got a couple questions in chat. Like, what's the name of the group again?
Yeah, caps, shirts, and other stuff you love.
There you go. Did you get that, Chris? I'm sure you did.
And that's great because you get people on there like, say, Ron DePody, right? Ron DePody, he doesn't wear scally caps, but he's so awesome with all the retro rifle stuff and all the matching he does with all the different ball caps and the socks and the sneakers and his house with all the different stuff in it. And that's where I first saw Samuel Jesse Garcia too, from Clutch and Throttle, because he was about caps. So he was there. He wasn't in the scally cap groups, and then everything sort of blends together. So it's a really great group.
Yeah, I started with shirts first, and then I moved into the hats. I probably have about 1,500 shirts too. So,
Oh, jeez.
I was going to ask you. My audio cut out. What was the count number on your cap collection again?
about 11 or 1,200 right now. I kind of
1,100.
lost.
You got me beat. Got me beat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that would be that. I got a lot of caps, but if I had that many, I'd be single right now, and I'd probably wouldn't be living here. I'd be lost half of everything.
If you count my duplicates, it's probably closer to 1,500.
Oh wow.
Can you donate to your thing if you don't want anything back?
Absolutely. I've had people do that, and I've had a couple people wanted to give to 2 or 3 people, so it worked out really well. Because I had one guy in the group, actually 2 guys in the group, who messaged me privately and said they wanted to participate, but they couldn't afford to give back. They didn't have anything to give, and I had 3 different people in a group send each one of those guys something, so they got something without having to give something, which was really awesome.
That's cool.
Because next time you do it, I have some stuff I'd be happy to give, but I don't want anything back. But I have some gaps I'd be happy to donate to it.
Awesome. Yes, I'm putting a post up on it about it probably next week. When we're going to start a new post.
Okay.
All right. So now, Eric, the good, the bad, the ugly of Boston Skelly. What do we got?
All right. Well, the good. I mean, one of my favorite caps with Boston Scally was my first Grail cap that I searched for, which was the Nightmare 2. I love Freddy Krueger, and this cap I missed it by about 2 months when I first started with Boston Scally, and I didn't think I'd ever get one. And then I came across a buddy of mine who had it, and he sold it to me for pretty much cost.
Nice.
And I was really happy about that.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite cap, and of course, Nightmare 3. The velvet on that was just such a neat. My glasses are velvet too, actually, but I like weird stuff. So the weirder the cap, the better for me most of the time.
Hey, I know somebody like that.
Somebody said that Chad was going to give away that Voorhees cap in the group. Man.
Eric, what hat are you wearing right now?
Hey, Mitchie.
This hat is the egghead, which
That's
was
the
kind
I
of
had
the
that one.
going into head
Yeah.
series, the Frankenhead and the vampire head and all those.
Yeah.
That's a cool series.
I like the
Ghost Head, I love the
Frankenhead.
Ghost Head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the ghost head a lot.
So what do you got for the bad?
Well, the bad. I mean, you guys have already kind of touched on it. Was those stupid ass trucker hats. I mean, you're paying $52 for a gas station hat.
Yeah.
I call them the gay trucker hats.
Cheese and
Bruce is
crackers.
taking a beating tonight.
Cheese and
crackers.
crackers.
I got beat down for that by some of my friends, but stupid me, I bought one because I wanted to see what it was about, and I promptly just gave that one away. Actually,
Oh,
I like this guy, man.
my heart is
Take the
hurting.
flag.
yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, it just felt like I was buying a cap at Speedway gas station.
Hold on a second. Hey, Ian, who invited Eric?
Hey man, there are much better hats now. You gotta admit that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially for $50. I mean, come on.
The pricing of it, yeah, definitely. Like, they
Well,
only
yeah,
drop
yeah,
a couple
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Crazy, man. That
I
is
spent
crazy.
$50 on a lot more stupid things than that.
That's
Yeah. I mean, I mainly bought it because I'm an optician and I manage an optometry practice, and I get lucky because the doctor I work for really kind of digs my style. He's very minimalistic and plain, so I'm the exact opposite of him. And he lets me wear my hats and my shirts at work, in an optometry practice. So then he said, "Hey, you can bring your hats in here and sell them if you want to." So then we got a wholesale license. So I got a Boston Scally wholesale license a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, and I bought a whole bunch of hats then. But then they made the wholesale really crappy, and now they're basically making it to where the wholesalers can only get stuff that everybody already has. It's all the old stuff. You can't buy anything new, and they put a lot of limits on it, and it's just not good.
Yeah, I
anymore.
wondered why on Funky Brims it was kind of fading as well. So that's probably why they changed stuff.
Yeah, they got mad at him too because when he was on there, he would buy caps. The old wholesale person would open up a cap for us to sell. Like say when the egghead came out, she would say, "Okay, we're going to sell it, drop it on Friday. Saturday at noon, we will open it up to the wholesale account so you guys can buy what you want then." Which worked out. They gave him a day to sell it to the public, and then we got access.
Yeah.
Well, he and I would buy a bunch of the cool hats at that point in time and stock up on them. Well, naturally, they sell out back then. And then Boston Scally came back and said, "Hey, you can't sell these caps because we don't have them anymore. Those weren't in the wholesale." And he's like, "Well, yeah, I bought them on the wholesale." And he's like, "Well, those shouldn't have been on there."
Yeah.
Stupid
I
stuff.
remember going to Funky Brims like, wait, I can get the same cap and it's free shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you got
And
for the
no
ugly?
The ugly of Boston Scally is really, well, other than the sight of the trucker cap, and you've touched on it too. With some of the collaborations they've done, they really missed the mark with it. Like the Popeye one, I loved the Popeye one. It was really good. Popeye 2, when they showed the artwork, I'm like, yes, that's gonna be awesome.
The Popeye too.
Yeah, it comes out, it's got spinach all over it. I'm like,
That's so ugly.
I like weird stuff.
Did
I
you
like
get
the
that one,
donut guy.
Moose? Did you get that one, Moose?
Moose
Hey,
got it.
hey. I think I got enough pictures back here, guys. I mean, hey, it's not all-
I did. I have it, but I mean, there's only really one shirt I have I can wear it with, and that's a Popeye shirt. I can of spinach on it.
Yeah.
But they just tend to. I like a good gimmicky cap, but you have to have a good purpose behind it and make it look good. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it.
Well, you
Right.
can't even tell they're cans of spinach unless you're up super close to it. It just looks like a blemish, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and then
Oh,
the
man,
other
that's
bad
all-
is just their sizing is just all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are
Yeah,
saying,
that's a big issue. My most popular videos on YouTube are my how to stretch and how to shrink a Boston Scally cap. You know, that should
Yeah.
tell you something that's a big issue.
that's how I first found you.
I got a
actually.
quick question before we get to our next guest. I just got a quick question. When you see somebody that's down, I'm just talking to you four here. Do you guys help him up, or do you guys just keep on kicking him until he's? I'm just curious.
Cheese
No.
and crackers, come on,
That's
Moose.
what I was gonna say. Like,
Dude,
for people who
it's-
don't know, Moose is the best sport I ever met. He's the best sport. If you
I was
notice,
telling-
he lets
I was-
Dubs put him in weird situations in the videos, and he's the best. You can't hurt the guy, really.
I was telling Ant this the other night, man. He really is a good sport with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
Nothing bothers me.
Yeah.
My lifetime, I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs, I've seen I've seen people get upset over stupid things like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. I mean, what is
Yeah.
that going to do?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, especially
Yeah, that's
the
a
way
big
I
stand.
was 25 years ago. I might have been different, but now it's like that's all past me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
might as well enjoy life, you know.
Yeah, we're at that
Yeah.
point now.
Yeah.
So I want to know what Eric thinks about the big league chew caps, man. I'm curious.
Well, you're asking the wrong person for that because I'm a huge Roosevelt guy, and with Roosevelt,
Big League
yep, I have a Big League 2 jacket, I have a Big League 2
Yeah.
shirt, Big League 2 shorts, Big League 2 backpack. So yeah, I loved it for that purpose,
Yeah.
for the match of it. But as far as again collaboration where they missed the mark, it could have been so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
just
I
hate
like
that
it
the
'cause it
stripes
does
on it
match
are
the
painted
outfit.
on.
Do what?
I hate that the stripes are painted on, that they're not part of the fabric.
Yeah, it's almost like it's vinyl on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll. I have the feeling that's going to crack and peel over time, like a t-shirt. You know.
If it was somebody who had that cap as like their main everyday wear and they wore it a lot, yeah, it's gonna get destroyed fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit up our next guest.
So-
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So before you bring him on, I just want to let you know he just texted me. He cannot hear Dubs still. So Dubs, don't ask him questions.
Okay.
For some reason, his audio, he can't hear you.
I think I know who
Let's
you're
bring him on.
talking about. Okay.
So
Yeah, let's bring him on.
I'll bring him out. This is a little introduction here for myself here. This guy here is probably my favorite commenter on my posts, everything I do. He's got that dry sense of humor, but one of the funniest things I've ever heard, I'm going to go ahead and play a sound bite real quick, is this here.
Yikes.
Can you guys hear that?
Mm-mm.
You guys don't hear
No.
say yikes?
No.
Oh, well, geez. Well, anyway, that was a waste. But anyway,
You're gonna have
Yeah, the end of
to.
it.
You got.
so
Yeah.
I'm reading
Yikes.
comments on the post, and all I see is the word yikes.
Yeah.
And I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard. But here he is here now. We're going to bring John Leary. I'm going to go ahead and have him introduce himself.
Yikes.
Nice.
How are you?
Hey, John.
What's going on,
Go ahead,
John?
John. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
John?
And, let's hear your
My
good,
name
bad,
is John
ugly.
Leary. I'm from Massachusetts. So how's everybody doing?
We're doing
Not
well.
bad, man. I just gotta say, John comes with the criticism, but he also comes with the positivity. That's what I love about
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool, dude.
positively negative.
Yes. Well, he's real though. He's real, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little bit too much sugarcoating, but not with John around.
No,
Yeah.
I put people
For
in their
real.
place when they get too sugarcoating.
yeah.
The world needs more honesty. Yeah.
Yeah. And John, if the world was full of people like you, I guarantee there wouldn't be there'd probably be no clearance anywhere because no one would just buy it to even have a clearance. And but yeah, John, I just want to say I thank you for everything you've done. You're supporting the Gentleman Roundtable, and but yeah, hey, thank you. And
Yeah.
so let's go ahead. and
John's
hear it.
idea
Who we
for the
got?
pin.
Yeah, thank you for purchasing the pen as well. So let's go ahead and hear your
Thank
good,
you.
bad, and ugly.
Well, I got, as far as the good, I got this one cap, which is the contender cap. That it's like one of my favorites right now.
Great
That I've
cat.
been wearing quite a bit because I like the way it fits. And it's funny because the other contenders I got are completely different than this one. They don't fit the same. They're different material. But this has been one of my favorite. I probably wore this more over the winter since I've gotten it than any other cap. And I've been getting more into the flat caps, I think, lately than any of the other caps. So I've been filling up on those. And it's nice that they've actually started to come out with some of the cooler weather flat caps through Boston.
I have that contender. I like that one a lot.
Same here.
That's a great choice because that's
Yeah,
one of their
it
all-time
is.
best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I like
Most
the gray with
definitely.
the pop of red.
And I wish
Yep.
they'd come out with more like this.
100%.
That weren't, I get some of the patchworks and I like the patchworks, but I think that if they more single fabric caps like this, especially in the flat caps, I think I
100%.
would like them to do more of. They've been coming out with too many patchworks, and especially with the 8 panels and the pinwheels. And all
Yeah,
that
the
kind of
pinwheel
stuff.
caps. I'm so sick of them.
But I like it when they have these, and of course I've been going back now because it took me so long. I've been playing catch up because I didn't start until last year, early last year in January. So I've been kind of trying to catch up, and now because they come out with too many drops, and you're constantly trying to play catch up, and I've been trying to go back at the same time and get some of the older caps that I see on there that I like. But
So what do you
I can't
got for the
afford-
ugly? Oh, the bad. The
Um,
bad first. The bad.
Well, the bad is some of I was doing the caps. This one isn't. The only reason I picked this as bad is because it's a little off on one side. It's like really
Oh
floppy.
yeah.
But the
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
I don't like is, these limited drops that you don't know if they're going to come out with again. So the reason I even kept this is because I didn't think I was going to be able to get another. I think they were out of them by the time I decided, maybe I'll send this back. They didn't have any more. So I figured I'd hold on to it. I'm not even a fan of the Happy Gilmore movie, but I love the cap. So I figured maybe I can play with it and make it work, but it never really worked.
Well, what about the gator on the back? The big alligator on the back.
Yeah,
That threw
that's
me
another
off.
thing. I love the design. I love the fabric of the cap, the way it looks. It's simple. It's not too crazy. It's not the patchworks or anything.
Sometimes if you
That's
get
the only
a
thing. That's the only thing I didn't really care for.
That big ass alligator, bro.
Yeah.
sometimes if you get a cap like that that's misshapen, if it's not how it's sewn, if it's just that it's been in a funny position for a long time, if you pack it really tight full of a towel or paper bags and then you mist it with an anti-wrinkle spray, you can sometimes change the shape of the cap. It's worth a try.
Well, I've tried everything as far as I even tried soaking just the one side in hot water and tried to shrink just the one side, and it wouldn't work. And I've actually measured this cap, and it's actually like about 3/8 of an inch.
Oh, so they just
on
sewed
that
it off
side
then.
than it is on the other side. So
Yeah. Bummer.
And John, that does not surprise me that you measured it.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Plus,
You and Cisco are like engineers when it comes to caps. And that's it doesn't surprise me you measured it.
Cisco's doing some cool stuff now, man, where he puts up a post and gives you the whole background of that company and everything. I like that. I'm learning stuff from him.
Yeah.
But what about ugly, John?
Experience
hat?
I say that again.
An experience, ugly hat.
Well, I just went by what I had as far as in stock. The ugliest hat I still think is that donut hat, but
Yeah.
that looks like that's something you should wear if you're working at Dunkin' Donuts. But
Yeah.
other than that, I wouldn't wear it. As far as caps that I actually have myself, usually if they're too ugly, I don't get them. But this one, even though it isn't ugly per se, but it's the ugliest one I have. I've kind of gotten over some of these 8-panel pinwheel type hats. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to get this one, but I ended up getting it anyway. And I kind of liked it. I wore it once or twice, but it's just
Yeah, I agree. That's ugly.
yeah.
They need to make one of those with a propeller on the top.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I
Yeah.
think that's why I don't have too many. I've only got I've only got like 2 or 3 of these kind of patchwork 8-panel caps. You know, I like it if they come out and the colors are fairly similar and they're, you know, really subtle. Then I'll probably get them. But usually when they're this far, you know, you get a bright blue and a black and purple, and you know, it wasn't my favorite. The original one I think that they put out was a little nicer, even though I didn't get that one. That came out.
Wasn't that the treasure's chest or something like that?
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
I like that. Got a little salt stain from the ocean, but
Yeah.
All
all right. We're gonna bring on the female perspective.
Yeah, so you took that. So our next guest, it's one of our first here on Gentlemen's Roundtable. We can't call it Gentlemen's Roundtable because we have a female, Dolores, joining us. We're gonna
The
welcome her to
People's
the stage.
Roundtable.
She's got a huge grin on her face.
We had
already.
Jenner on a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, that was.
Hi, thank you for having me.
What's up,
All right,
Dolores?
Dolores, let's go ahead
What's
and
going
introduce
on,
yourself.
Dolores?
And,
All right,
a little bit more background on you.
Sure. I'm a rookie to the Scally Cap community, and I was welcomed with open arms, and I was just like, this is amazing, especially being a female. Anyway, my name's Dolores Ulrich. I've been following Boston Scally Cap for like a year and a half, but I didn't actually buy my first cap until last September. And I'm like, much to my husband's chagrin, 18 BSC caps in. And like 25 caps overall with different other cap makers. But yeah, here I am. Thank you for having me. All
Does
right.
your
Like,
husband
you
share
asked
your
me, I'm a
intro?
rookie. I'm like, it's Boston Scally. You got a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we need a female's perspective.
Yeah. Oh, I
The
do. I
addiction
love.
is real.
Does your
Yeah, it
husband
is.
share your interest?
No, he does not. I bought him one though because Aerosmith is his favorite band, and they had the Aerosmith collab. So I bought him the Aerosmith for Christmas, and it looks good on him. But he's just not a cat person. He's not into
Yeah.
it. But he wears it for me. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so the good. So for me, I love all of the ones that I have. I only buy the ones that really speak to me because I'm not going to just buy every single flat cap just because whatever. But which is good because I'm not the same way with shoes. I'll buy like 8 pair of shoes just because I want one of every color, you know, whatever. But anyway, the 16 panel workshop, when the holiday one came out, I did not like that colorway. However, when they came out with boom.
Yeah, I like the colors on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I
This
like it.
is my favorite.
That looks great.
Yeah.
That was
This
one
is
I
my
shouldn't have
favorite.
passed on.
Yeah,
Totally
this
like
is my
it.
favorite. Green and black is my favorite colors, and together this is just a sharp looking hat. And I was smart about it because I'm an extra small, and people were talking about the 16 panel being a little tight. So I sized up when I bought this one. This is the only small hat I have in BSC, and I'm glad I did it because I can wear it like Ant and go backwards.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
But it's comfortable. I love it.
Don't
Like I
encourage
like. I
16
love it. I love it. It's
16
a
panel
I
is
feel
something
passed on
unique.
that cap because I feel like they got the theme wrong. I feel like it's not a St. Patrick's cap. It's more like a military color green cap, you know? So
yeah, but
the inner
that's
liner
what
didn't
I
match
like
the
about it. I
outfit.
could wear it all the time. Like if you
Yeah.
don't look at the inside, and
You don't look at that.
nobody really looks at the
Yeah.
inside, you could wear it anytime, whatever.
And
That's
But
a
sometimes
yeah,
nice looking
St. Patrick's caps are a one-day cap, which that's not. So it's a good point.
you're right. It is like a military green, but see, that's like my favorite color green, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's a
And
nice
then,
cap.
so my bad is more like my first bad experience with sizing. I almost missed out on this bad boy. because the Guinness Gilroy, again, I'm an extra small. The first one I bought, it was too small. It was like an XX small. And I'm just like, this is not fitting me at all. So I ordered a small, and when it came over my ears. I was like, no, this is terrible. So, and this one was selling out. So I went back online, reordered another XS. And I'm just like, oh no, now I'm going to have like how many hats? Because, but what I did was I exchanged the first extra small for a small. The small was too big. I reordered the extra small. The extra small came, and that one fit me perfect. That's this one. It's perfect. So then I ended up having to sell the small that I got, which was a hassle, but I was able to find a seller, and I basically sold it for cost because I didn't care. I just wanted somebody else to be able to enjoy it. So, but yeah, this one was my kind of bad sizing, bad experience. It was a hassle trying to sell a hat. I just, whatever. I didn't like
their
it.
sizing issues are really a problem.
I hope that Boston Scally is hearing all this tonight. And I hope
but that was truth to be told, though, that was my only experience with sizing, and the fact that the extra small was too small. Like I've heard other people say, like, you know, it didn't fit right, but all of the other extra smalls I've gotten have fit perfect, whatever. But that was just a crazy experience. So,
you would think that this is all stuff that Boston Scally would want to hear, because between all of us, we've got tons of their caps. I mean, you know, we are their customer base, you know, so you would think this would be information they would all want to help improve their customer service.
When sizing is a gamble, that's an issue, man. So yeah.
True. I hear people ordering like 2-3 caps, not because of scalping, but because they just don't know the fit. And
that's
I mean,
crazy.
Kudos to you if you could afford to do that, but I can't. I can't do that. And then
it's crazy that you have to do that, though. That's just
right.
Yeah, like because you just don't know. But that small in the 16 panel though was brilliant on my part ordering up, because I would have been really upset if I missed out on that cap. I wear that one a lot. So, but ugly. So this is my only return that I did because I did not want it back. Do you see this? I don't own the hat, so it's a picture of the pot of gold.
I didn't like that either.
I did not like the hat. I did not like the lining of the hat. It was a weird material. It was very crunchy, for the lack of a better term.
I wonder if it was like those Baker Boy caps, the recent ones.
But Moose got a solid gold $30,000 coin.
Yeah.
So I had to send that one back, and I sent back I mean, I didn't get the gold coin either. I would have sent it back too even if I would have gotten the gold coin, I would have sent it back. Yeah. But I was like, nope, I cannot do this. It was the colorway was just like I don't know who it was. Was it you, Ant, that said about the pictures? Like the pictures need to get better on the site. Yeah. The colorways are just way off. That particular hat was way off.
And look there on the comments to see if people post pictures in the comments, and I look to see there what it looks like. It's better. It's a lot different than you see on their pictures.
That's how I started into this whole thing, looking at the comments on the Boston Scally website, and people put selfies. Then I just discovered groups from there.
Well, that's what told me on I can honestly say the box of chocolates I almost passed on, because I was like, oh my God, this is awful. Like the colors just don't seem to mesh, until I started seeing real life pictures. Yeah. And then I was like, the colors are very rich. They were very rich, and the fabric looked really good. And I was glad I got it, because it turns out to be a really good cap, and it didn't look that way on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like
Maybe
that one on the
yeah.
website, and then I saw it on the Southern Scally Capper's review, and it was a much nicer looking cap in his review than
That's
it was
almost
on the
why we
site.
do what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for your input, Delore. Thank you for joining us as well. Like, I got one more question at the end for everybody. Our next guest we're going to add him to the stage. We got Steve joining us. Steve,
What's
go
up,
ahead and
Steve?
introduce yourself and the good, the bad, the ugly, sir.
Hi guys, I'm Steve Akers. I've been collecting hats for about 1.5 years now. Thank you guys for doing videos, because like you guys have said, it really shows what these caps actually look like. Because when you look at them on BSC site, it's like, what am I even looking at here? It's nice to actually have them in the sunshine or in shadows, whatever. It's just nice to see different people doing their selfies or reviews on them. But Moose, I hate to kind of kick you, but
Yeah. That's why I found out about that cap from Steve, actually. I didn't even know it existed.
yeah, no, I picked that one up on eBay for about $30.
Yeah, oh God,
And
I wanted that one forever.
It's
Yeah,
been
you
sold out
snapped
on the
that.
site forever, and I saw it. I go, it's an extra small. I wear a small. I'm gonna stretch it, and if not, I'll throw it up on eBay. But no, it but
And when you put
That's
that post up, I said, I need that cap. And then I
yeah,
found
no,
it.
it's a beautiful cap. I just picked up the black one. It just happened to pop up on their site like 2 weeks ago. I couldn't
I
believe
saw
it.
your pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm like,
I gotta say that shillelagh's looking good on you.
Oh, I love
It
this
is.
This is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Although anything green, really,
Yeah.
I love of theirs. But this one's real nice. The Cloverland, I really like also. But the other goods that I have, I love the anniversaries.
Okay, yeah.
This is probably my favorite, the 8, but I hardly wear it just because I don't want anything to happen to it. But
yeah, I think the anniversaries are some of their best color combinations.
yeah, and I kind of kicked myself because I passed on it. I could have got a 9 fairly cheap when I first started collecting, and I didn't really like it. So I never got it, and now I kind of kick myself because the prices on them, they're stupid. And but I mean, like, I love the 10th, but I don't have a pin. This is the only one that I'm missing for a pin on them. But the hat that started it all for me is the Blood Rose.
Yeah, that one.
When I was younger, I had a couple flat caps and stuff, and then it was all baseball caps until recently. And my buddy actually wears one of the black Boondocks all the time. And when I was over his house one day, I'm like, let me see that thing. Then I started going on the site, and I'm like, all right, the Blood Rose is gonna be my first one. But the bad, 6 panels for me, because I had passed on this one for a long time because I just don't like the way that 6 panels fit. But this one,
it's one of my favorite caps right there.
Yeah, this one fits nice. It fits the same as the Benevolent.
I like that one backwards.
Just randomly throws out benevolent like that's a normal cap.
The Celtic
right.
bone, but then I have the green.
Another great cap.
And it just seems like they're just so smaller.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of
like Sean Madigan was saying, they fit like a top on his head.
Yeah.
Some of them fit really shallow.
Yeah, so that's why I've always kind of passed on the 6s, but that's why I've seen some people wear some of the 6s lately, and I'm like, well, how does it fit? If you have the Celtic bone or the Fighting Rock, does it fit like that, or is it more like a Boondock? Because
that's the same.
Boondock, I don't.
That's the same thing with some of the Baker boys. You don't know how shallow they're going to fit or not. I have that same problem with the 6 panels.
Yeah.
Some of them just fit my head too shallow. They feel like they're coming off.
Yeah, I have a black one that I like, and that fits a little. It's a little tight, and it runs a little shallow. But I get a gray one that fits beautiful.
Well, dude, you look really good. You look really good in flat caps, man.
Yeah, that shillelagh looks really good on you.
Favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what about the ugly, Steve?
So,
Yeah.
Moose's favorite.
But
Yeah.
so I was gonna sell this one. And,
It makes an appearance in person.
my daughter had because I'm divorced. I get my girls, a couple times a week, and I was gonna sell it, and she saw me with the box. She's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Oh, I was thinking about selling it." She goes, "No, you're not. That's my hat." I go, "All right." So
there you go.
Dude, I really thought you were about to pull out a trucker cap, man. I really
oh my
did.
God, no!
Yeah.
Until everybody started mentioning the truckers, I'm like, I can't do that. I think if I was gonna get one, would they come out with like the plaid one there, like the blue and
I like that one. I got
Yeah,
that's a plaid one. Yeah.
that or the green, the solid green one there with the white. I don't know. I don't know if I could pull it off, and I hate to spend the $52 just to, or I could throw it on a 3-cap deal and get it for 40 or whatever. But,
those are overpriced, I think. Those trucks.
yeah, they are. I think so. But
Tim came out with the best idea. They should make a donut trucker cap. There you go.
well, he mentioned the Limerick, which I like the Limerick too. But
Moose, you should do
that's like the mullet of the Boston Scally.
Yeah,
dude, if they do a donut trucker cap, Moose has got to review that sucker, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Moose, you should do a future video
do it
of the
now.
ugly
Open it
caps
like,
of BSC and pull out your favorite ugly caps from them.
Instead of an ugly sweater video, do an ugly cap video.
Yes.
We should just buy a trucker cap and a donut cap and send them over to Zia and have them mesh them together.
There you go.
The hybrid, yes, I like that idea.
But I don't know. The Bundy's kind of ugly too, but I wear it. I don't know. I try to match the hats with the outfits and everything else, and sometimes you're looking at it, go, well, I guess I have to get a new shirt or whatever to go with.
Well, you got one of the top shirt games too. You got a lot of nice shirts.
Well, I mean,
that Bundy cap will match a lot of different stuff because of the different colors on it.
Yeah,
I got that cap as well. Yeah.
It's the stripe. This panel here that kind of throws it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's even like the United. I passed on the United. And I kicked myself for not getting the pin because the pin is absolutely gorgeous. But the United, I didn't like. They kind of had like a patch like that also that was like a different color, not like the red, white, and I don't think it was the red, white, and blue. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm sure it'll come back out this year, and I might pick it up then. But
speaking of your shirts, man, I love your House of Pain T-shirt that you wear, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think I found that on eBay.
Oh, really?
There's like they do like print shops and I think it was like it was under $20, I think.
Yeah. He rocks that in his reviews.
Yeah,
I like it, man. You need to keep it up. Keep representing the House of Pain, dude.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us, Steve. Like I said, I'm gonna ask everybody a question at the end.
Yep.
And we'll take a couple questions from the audience, and then we're gonna ask a final question at the end. But our next guest, I'm gonna tell you a little story about our next guest here. As most of you guys know, I'm huge into the bowling, right? And I had this gentleman move down to Myrtle Beach from Pennsylvania, and he started bowling league. We ended up kicking it off right away, and he got me in this game called disc golf. Okay. At this time, it was like during COVID, and there was nothing going on, so the only thing you can do is disc golf. So we're on one of the holes that was close to my house, and I think the hole's like 340 feet down right along the line of the road. And he grip locks his disc. Farthest I ever seen him throw a disc. It goes over the road, and it was like what? And I was laughing so hard I almost pissed my pants. And then you have to do the walk of shame to go get it. So we're gonna go ahead and introduce him here now. We got Brian. Brian, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, man?
Lip.
What's going on, fellas?
Go ahead,
ladies and gentlemen.
Yourself, sir, in the good and bad and the ugly.
The old grip lock, huh? You like that? I was gonna say which time? Every time we play disc golf, I end up grip locking something. That's why I don't play disc golf anymore. Anyway, Brian, my name's Brian. I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. As Moose said, we met down there, hit it off right away, just around bowling and just a lot of common things that I think we just hit it off in every possible way, man. He's like a brother from another mother. but I'm fairly new to the game here. Had a couple different motive. I think we all get into this for different reasons. And Boston Scally certainly was the gateway drug, I think, for me as well. I think that's seems to be the common theme here, right?
Yep.
Maybe it's just I know I started hitting up Moose, but one of the big things that started happening around us living in Myrtle Beach is, we got that little glowing orb in the sky that hits you pretty good. And a friend of mine, I think he's on tonight watching, Dennis. He recently was diagnosed with a little melanoma on his head, and there's been a few of us, I think, that have kind of succumbed to that. And I've been getting yelled as a fellow bald guy. I've been getting yelled at by my wife for some years to, hey, dude, you got to wear your hats. You got to wear some hats. So, for the amount of time that I wore baseball hats and things like that playing ball as a kid, I can't stand wearing a baseball hat anymore. It drives me nuts. But I'll tell you what, so the second I put one of these bad boys on, it's different. It just hits different. And even brand to brand. So, even tonight, like right now, I got my Funky Brims Hales collab on. With that bad boy on there, right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got
There you go.
The GRT. Had to take that Calypso pin off there for a little while and put the GRT pin on there. But
Nice.
yeah, man, it's just, what, the community has been amazing. And I started asking Moose some questions, and he led me down a couple different paths. And originally I was like, hey, tell me all about this, Boston Scally. And I'll talk a minute about the first one I ordered. But the, it's funny. I'm hearing Dolores and Steve and everybody talk, and you guys, it's hard going last, by the way. I'm sitting here like all these things that you guys are talking about. It's like, man, you're stealing my thunder.
No caps have overlapped yet, which is crazy. Nobody's had the same.
Don't worry, because I'm about to do it. But you have overlapped. So Steve and Dolores, I think you guys went right into, on the good side again, kind of rolling right in.
Yeah.
Man, this is the one right here. I'm telling you, that St. Patrick's Day workshop, I love this thing. And it's just, to your point, man, it's a green hat. It looks solid. There are times when people look at this hat and they're like, I thought that was a black hat. And then the light, it's like, remember that old color that like they used to be on like the Chevy Monte Carlos, that was like that black cherry color. Yep. You look at it one way, it looks black, and the next time it looks like it's got that purplish cherry tinge to it.
That's a nice looking cap.
Yeah, that hat's like that, man. Like the sun, the light hits it one day, and it looks like it's just all darker shades of, like a darker black. And then all of a sudden you get a pop of light on that thing, and that green just bounces. And I love it. I just love this hat. And again, that inside is pretty cool. So that, and I think the collab. So again, the Guinness, the Gilroy also. I love this hat. Fist flat panel cap. I love it. It just solid. I think one of the ones that I did not hear come up tonight, and I kind of whizzed by those because they were already done. This guy right here, I like this hat, man. It looks badass. I think it's a Renegade, I believe this one's called. It's like that faux leather.
Oh, Scrapyard. Scrapyard.
Scrapyard,
yeah. Why did I say Renegade? Scrapyard. I like
the
Scrapyard.
Is that the gray one you're wearing?
It is the gray one, and it just
that's like the best color.
It's like it's like a pissed off hat. Like if I want to just have that angry look, man, I just jack this down and throw some sunglasses on and love it. And it fits great. But you guys, again, sort of, the bad. Y'all hit upon just about everything I could possibly say. But the very first hat I bought was the Lad. Before I think I even talked to you, Mark. Love this hat. I think it looks great. But if I ever go up to Boston and I meet anybody from Boston Scally and I find out who the guy is that thought it was a good idea to put these vinyl things in here, I might take him out. I might take him out in the alley and have a little conversation because I'll tell you, it just being follically challenged, it is a no bueno.
Yeah,
and
follically challenged.
Follically challenged. That's great.
That's right. It's like I'm not fat. I'm festively plump. That kind of thing. But the I'm feeling a little fluffy today. But no, I remember back in the day. I was like, again, I'm from Pennsylvania. I had a coal miner great grandfather and big old guy, and he used to wear wool hats all the time, wool scallies, flat panels mostly. And I always noticed the old school cats. They always would wear their handkerchief under their hat, and I was like, why would they do that? I wonder if that's why they did it. Like it was to not feel like the sewn in labels and stuff like that, or maybe I don't think there was vinyl. I don't think he was wearing vinyl caps. He was definitely wearing tailored caps that had more like the Sturkowski sewn in labels on it. But I always wondered why they would wear their they'd always have their folded up handkerchief under his hat, on the top of his hat. And I always wondered why. And
maybe it was to keep from sweating through the top of the hat.
Yeah. You know,
Keep
maybe
the sweat stains off, or
I think you're right. But I often wondered, like, hey man, do I just need to throw a little where my lad with it? That is the only Boston Scally hat I have with that label.
Actually, I found if you take one of those cloth Band-Aids that are kind of wide, you can stick it down the center of that label, and it prevents it from sticking to your head.
Like a knee Band-Aid or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I like that. So the one that I have that's the ugly, and I don't even want to say this is ugly because I do like this hat, but I think somebody had mentioned earlier it's a you got these 1 day a year hats. I think this is I forget what it's called, the Cottontail. Yeah. I love this hat.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's got some cool colors in it, but when the hell am I going to wear this? I'm not going to go like down to the beach, like 4th of July and put my Cottontail hat on. Like it's, these hats are cool. They're cool for like a week of the year or 2 weeks of the year right before Easter, right? Like just, and it's, some people think it's ugly, but I think it's cool. I mean, like those Big League True hats, oh my God. Some of those drops. But that's kind of the cool part about Boston Scally, right?
Yeah.
So some of
us, something for everybody.
Right. So I mean, that's I sit here and I think to myself, like, you have all these drops that hit, and there are all these different things. But the truth is what I think is trash is somebody else's treasure.
For real.
And vice versa. And it's just there's something to be said for that. Now, again, I wish we were a little more focused and centered in on quality over quantity. Definitely is a huge problem. I feel like you could order the same hat in the same size, 3 different ones, and you'd get 3 different sized hats.
Yeah.
So I could order, and it just, that can't happen. And it just very quickly I found myself, and I don't want to say, I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but talking to Moose about sort of what the our current, we have chats all the time about sort of what's our Mount Rushmore hats right now, like who are our top 4 or top 5, and I find myself every once in a while delving into a Boston Scally rather than but hitting some of the funky brims and the Peakies and the Sturkowskis and rad caps and I don't want to even Zias. I'm like trying to get a Zia. I'm trying to get Luby the other day. Oh my God, I'm like a Luby crackhead now. I mean, that dude was so cool. He was cool. I mean, boosted brims, man. I loved watching that. And for somebody that's just getting into the game, like end of January, I started with the hats, and it just, I don't even want to talk about. I don't have 30 coming from funky brims, but I can admit that I have another. I got one of those $70 mystery boxes, and I'll tell you what a deal I got with that.
Yeah,
I love the look of those flat caps and Shelby's that Lubier showed on our show. Those are really cool.
God.
So when you throw a
thank you for everything, Brian. Thank you
baseball
for coming on, and thank you for your input. I mean, it's good. First of all, it's good to see you. And,
you too, brother.
But I got a question from the audience. This is actually from Cisco, and this has something to do with obviously these caps are made in China. That's just the way it is. And realistically, how much would you pay if you knew the hat was designed and made in the United States? And I think we've already hit that with Zia. That's made in the United States. What does he charge? $65? Does that sound right?
65, with shipping.
Yeah, so I mean, realistically, I think $65 is the number. That would be my.
I know, you can go to Scallywags too, and they're selling their caps for around $50 to $59, and they're made in America too. So you can make a cap in America for right around the same price as
Mulligan Gear. He's got good priced hats, all made in America.
Anyone Quilts is doing them for 45 to 50.
Yeah. No, the thing is, they can't even make them fast enough. There's those guys. The only ones that they still on their site are 68 centimeters. And you're like, who the hell? Where's that? But yeah.
Rocky Dennis.
So we're going to take one more question from the audience. So whoever asks the next question in the audience, that's who we're going to ask for everybody. Yeah, we already hit that one, John. Usually what is about 10-second delay from when I say it to when it actually shows up. Let's see here. One more question. First of all, how you guys like the show so far? Did you guys enjoy that?
I'm having a good time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Been fun.
Good time. Thank you for the
Appreciate all you guys coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
Thank you
us.
for having me.
So
Thanks a lot, guys.
yeah, it doesn't look like we have any more questions in chat. So I'm going to ask the final question. Okay, let's go. We're going to go roundtable on this. I'll go last. If you were in charge of Boston Scally for one day, what would you do differently?
Man, I just jumping off on what we just said. I would make a special Boston Scally made in the USA cap. Like this one is made in the USA. You know, I would look for a maker and I would partner with a maker in the USA and have that as our USA cap, maybe coming out for 4th of July pretty soon. That's what I would do.
I'd hire a new cap designer that would add something fresh to what they're doing. Sorry.
I would call a meeting to discuss the sizing inconsistencies, and that would be it. Yeah.
I would do a combination of things. I would do basically like submissions by people for artwork. Roosevelt's does that, and they have people send in artwork and design ideas for a shirt, and then that gets picked, and then that cap would be made. Like, that would be a way to get the people involved with it, and then also change manufacturers to a place that has better quality control. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Eric. I'm a quality guy myself, a quality control guy, and on what I do for a software company. The two things, it's all about quality and it's all about voice of the customer. I think if I worked there, I would probably get tapped a little bit more into voice of the customer. What is it that your customer base wants? And I think a lot of what you guys are talking about, maybe some American-made caps, maybe some, use some customer submissions, and maybe you do that once a quarter or something like that. And, just there's other ways I think to engage other than just kind of, as somebody said earlier, taking the same hat and throwing some different colors on it. And just throwing it back out to everybody.
But you can only do that so many times before people start getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, what did I say? You can skin, you can shear a sheep many times, but you can only skin them once.
Yeah.
Kind of getting to the point where you feel like you're getting skinned. And I think that.
John, what about you, bud?
I think you guys have touched on it. I think I would just cut back on all the releases. There's just too many. I think when I started, there was maybe 1 or 2 a month, about a little over a year ago. And now it's like every week, or even sometimes in the middle of the week, they'll drop one on Wednesday and another one on Friday. And they just need to cut back and do some simple, caps, traditional, more traditional type caps. And quit some of these big licensing things and all these crazy donut caps and all this,
Trucker. Go ahead, the trucker, John. Go ahead.
No, the trucker. I don't have a problem with the trucker.
Well, I would institute a loyalty
Happy
program.
to be your first, Jason.
Ooh, great idea. What'd you say, Dolores? Say it one more time.
I said I would institute a customer loyalty program.
Great idea.
Like a rewards.
That is a good idea.
Yeah.
And make it retroactive.
You get that email from them. Like, thank you. Like,
prove how many caps you have.
That email they say, thank you for being a great customer, and there's no code in there.
Yeah.
Like, where's the code?
Yeah, one of the other things I'd love to see Boston Scally do, and it was something that I think I saw Chris Lopp mention the other day on his site. Take a look at some of these orders, and when people are ordering some of these limited drops and they're ordering 3 and 4 of the same size, just to go out and sell them for $150 or $200 on eBay. That, as somebody that loves these, I think we all kind of have a common love of these things, and it really sucks when you go out there and you see something you really like and you can't get it, and you see it on eBay an hour or 2 later, and they didn't even get it yet.
Well, they did that though a couple of years ago, where they limited how many caps you could buy, and then that put a damper on people that had a family of like 4 or 5. Because if you're buying a cap for everybody in the family, then they were canceling orders if you order more than 2 caps.
Right.
But are they all this? So I think what he was saying too is he looks at, do I have 4 caps of the same size.
Yeah.
Like if somebody goes out and orders 460s or or 458s.
Well, I bought caps for my brother. I got 3 brothers, and I bought 4 caps, same size. We all were the same head.
I feel you.
Right.
I guess there's, one of the things. It's frustrating, but I guess when you try to fix one thing, you create another problem.
But it's the same with the pins. People are buying so many pins. I'll go on to buy a hat, and it's like 4 hours or less than that when they dropped it, and all the pins are gone already. I'm like,
half hour.
And the pins go quick.
Yeah.
And people are buying them by the bunches.
I'm sorry.
They did that too. They used to limit that too. You only buy 1 pin per cap, and they changed that again.
Yeah. Steve, what about you?
What about you, Steve?
So I would like to see, like, if they offer us a 6, 8 in a flat, they could do all like the same color.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's probably hard to do like with a patchwork, but like the blood rose, you could do a 6.
I would love to see the blood rose in a flap.
Oh,
yeah.
I love this. This is probably, like I said, it's my first, and it's probably one of my favorites.
I
Besides,
like that with the penalty boxes. They just came out with the 8.
It's one of my favorite 8 panels.
Signal panel.
Yes, penalty box. They did both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston Scally just doesn't show love to the flat panels, man. They just,
I was kind of bummed that penalty box didn't have some yellow in it to go with the goon and the Peaky Bruin. I thought if they had like a little yellow shamrock or something on the back, that would have really made that one tie in with those.
Yeah. I'd like to see him do a 16 panel with all the patterns from all the roses in 1 cap.
Oh,
didn't they put out?
Didn't they have that thing? They kept teasing.
Yeah, they did.
All these little slice things of all the different.
I don't know what that was. It never came to be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like a top. It was a view from the top with all of the little slices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pies they were doing, I think, with that, but
yeah. So I guess I'll go to last year. We had Hales on here, was it 2 weeks ago? And how they get the shipments in, and then they have their own inspector go through them. That would be something I would do first with Boston Scally, because
100%.
They're obviously not going to change their manufacturer. One, because of price point, and they're trying to squeeze as much profit out of that margin as they can. Not because it's a mom and pops thing, because it's not. I mean, that's more of a corporate eye. I mean, everybody here knows how corporate America is. You're going to squeeze out as much as you can to get the highest profit. But then you got people like Peaky Hat, who that goes all out the window for them. They're looking at quality control. They'll pay the extra money and they'll keep the same price point, so their profits won't be as high. So I personally would hire my private inspector to look at quality control before anything gets sold. And in that way, you're giving out quality caps. Yeah, you might have, instead of having 160s or 100 extra larges, you might only have 75 after the quality control. But at least you're sending out 75 quality products rather than pissing off 25 others that are going to send it back to you.
Well,
it seems to me, though, if you were going through those and you were finding 25 wrong with them, you'd be going back to the people sending you that, and you'd be telling them they need to fix it. That then on the far end, the people manufacturing would be a lot more apt to not send you stuff that's screwed up.
Well, in the long run, you're right. That would happen.
Yeah,
you're right.
Hire a seamstress to be on staff to be able to take the hats apart and seam rip them and fix them.
Yeah.
Well, look at
So
the
they
money
sell
it
so
costs
many
when
caps.
they-
I think they have. Even if they only 1% of them are bad that goes out, the amount they sell is still quite big,
Yeah. Good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Well, the caps only cost them about $4 a piece.
Yeah.
Look at the money they lost though with the Peakies earlier this year with the cedar moss and the glacier.
Oh, they had them marked wrong. They
hardwoods
had the wrong
mixed up.
colors on them. Yeah.
I mean, I ended up getting a free hat, and because
Yeah,
they
me
sent me
too.
the one that I ordered.
Well, when you got like $4 in it, you're selling for $50, you can afford to get a free hat.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm always one of these people too. It's like you ever go out to a restaurant and you say, "Wow, this food's really expensive," but you say to yourself, "Well, you know what? If it's good, I don't mind paying for it." I'd actually rather I'd pay a couple more dollars to have more quality control around the Boston Scally hats, because the truth is, I think we've seen some pretty sick hats tonight, and they do put out some cool stuff. Like it sucks that you can't get a hat the same size when you order the same size. And
It definitely tarnishes the brand. I mean, it's like like if you get
Yeah.
like a review for your restaurant, and you get one person that doesn't like it, that word of mouth is going to travel to 10 people.
Yep.
But if you got somebody who likes it, they might tell one or two people, "Hey, go there." But you're going, the negative impact is gonna increase no matter what. It's just that's just the way marketing is, or that's the way people are. But anybody have any final words at all?
Just collectively, we've all been kind of echoing the same thing. So that's interesting. Yes. Yeah.
It shows you that those are some problems across the board that a lot of people are experiencing, especially the sizing issues.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be quiet because Steve's got to get up in 4 hours.
Steve. All right.
Oh man.
Yeah, 3 o'clock comes quick.
I feel for you, man.
Dolores, John, or Eric, you got any final words?
No, thank you for having me though. This was so much fun, guys, especially being a rookie in the game. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to
appreciate
everybody.
all of you. Yeah.
Thank you,
All right,
guys.
everybody.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for
you
doing
to
what you.
every one of you for joining us. It was a pleasure having you. If you guys want to see us have more guests like this in future episodes, please put that in the comments because I think this worked out pretty well tonight. And
if it's something you're interested in too, we let Moose know, and we can get a list of people who would like to appear on the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks again for watching.
Always reach out to us if you want to come on the show.
Yeah, we're always open.
And reach out to me. Message me. Yep.
Hey, Moose.
And next week we got the OGs in the Scally podcast game coming on here. We got Bearded Scallywags. We got the Scallywag show coming on. Sean, Walker, and Melissa talk about a few different things. Her company at Tameless Tallow. Sean's dropping some cool stuff from the Scallywag soon. So we looking forward to that next week.
Hey Moose, can Leary sign us out with a yikes?
We good?
Yeah, let's go in here. Yikes, John.
Yikes.
Yikes.
There we go, man.
That's my final word.
All right, everybody. Have a great night, and thanks again for watching.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, guys.